Oh, it's recording.
Oh.
I feel stupid. Okay, now it is. Okay, now it's recording.
Okay.
Hey
Hi,
guys! TerminallyCosplayInc here. Once again. Ichi.
Fangs.
Nora!
There's Nora. Mooney.
Nora Mooney.
Go by.
Either one.
Nora Mooney.
Just decided to do a vlog tonight because it's our last night hanging out together, and
We've
we're
been
working
here
on.
for like a week.
We've been here for like a
At
week,
Mooney's house.
working on Homestuck props, finishing her cane.
My
We did
drawing
that
cane.
last night,
Took hours.
guys. That was my last project. I have a new project that I'm gonna be working on. Da, 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 da. Check out this base for Ahabs.
It's gonna be sweet.
I'm so excited.
We actually were going to do a day in the life of Vriska, Tavros, and Gamzee Homestuck, but instead we went out and bought nice things.
And went to the movies.
And we didn't get home until late. So I'm still in my Gamzee stuff, she's still in her Vriska stuff, sort of.
Nora
We
is no
did the
longer.
sobbing. We did the sobbing.
How to Train Your Dragon 2.
So much
Just
sobbing.
Watch it. It's
Not
great.
gonna say anything
No
about
spoilers,
it.
just it's great.
It's amazing.
And you'll cry your eyes out.
Nora, shut up.
We bought Homestuck stuff for Tavros, Carcat, and Gamzee.
First already has hers.
This is actually partly a tutorial video because
Yes, I'm going to be making Gamzee's horns tonight.
and well, it's not a tutorial, I'm just going to be painting this and maybe making miniature scale mates.
Yes. Little
We
tiny
made
scale
one
mates.
last night, we're going to make them into charms, sell them. I don't know if you can really see that well, the computer's far away. But we're going to be doing that and talking. We are also, part of this is going to be how Homestuck ruined our lives.
In a good way.
In a good way.
In a good way.
In the various ways that Homestuck has ruined us.
Yes. Oh no, what the hell?
Oh, what happened to your
How
camera?
did that?
It's still
Oh,
recording?
because
Okay.
I
It's still
accidentally
recording.
bunched the, I accidentally
Okay,
knocked the thing.
sorry.
That was over there.
Oh, yes, and this is a noose on the back of my
Yes.
dragon cane.
We
It
have
is
a noose.
glorious.
Alright, all I'm gonna say, so for your horns, you'll want some metal headbands.
We should ask
Mooney-
Mooney where she bought those.
Mooney bought these online. Where'd you buy these?
Amazon.
Oh, you just got them on Amazon?
Yeah,
Like,
just search metal headbands on Amazon.
Yeah, search
Oh.
metal headbands on Amazon. It comes in seriously a pack of 12, and they're already black.
It was actually supposed to be a pack of 5, so that was a nice surprise.
Well, it might have been supposed to be a pack of 12.
Yeah, we don't
but,
know.
I
But
thought it was 5.
It's a big old pack, a 12, tiny,
sturdy.
Well, they're about the same as ours. As my Vriska one and your Terezi one.
Okay.
But
still pretty
still,
durable.
they're pretty good. These are actually great because it's a lot easier to pin these down than some others. I have a set of awesome Solix horns. Unfortunately, they're hard for me to pin down without demolishing at least 4 bobby pins. So, sorry in advance, Nora's beagle is not happy.
Loud. She's outside and it's pouring down rain.
She's outside. We live in Oregon. It's raining. So you'll want headbands. Of course, if you're a Homestuck, you probably already have quite a few of these. If you're just starting out, it's great. If you're just starting out, you don't really want to order online. Sometimes you can go to Joann's.
That's where I got mine, but it's actually cheaper to order online.
Yes,
because
it's cheaper to order online.
for one of those, it is what was it like?
It was like
$3 or $4
$3 or $4 for
this
something
like
like
small
this.
thing.
That, and it'll be a silver band with a lot of the ones that we saw had black.
Fabric.
It had black like ribbon glued on top, and you'll have to take that ribbon off.
Yeah, my problem was with my Terezi horns is that I had not
You
taken the
poured
fabric
off.
off, and I had actually used super glue to glue on my Terezi horns at first because it was like the day before a con, and it was
Yeah.
a quick fix. But
And you
but
used paper clay for your horns.
I did use paper
Which is
clay. I
different than we're
suggest
using now.
that we're using actually Sculpey.
We're using a Sculpey original white.
It's bake.
It's an oven baked clay, and it's actually really great. We used this. We used a combo of this and some Crayola air dry clay for the
and actually,
cane.
for this kind of thing, for like a heavier prop, I suggest that because it's like weighted on either side almost perfectly
Yeah.
combined with the air dry and the bake.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. What's up?
And to add to the headbands, where the one from Joann's was like $3 or $4, for the pack of 12 it was $5 or less.
Yeah. So you could go to Joann's and pick one up for $4 that you'll have to take the ribbon off, which is a pain.
And then paint black.
And then nail polish black. You don't want to paint because...
Yeah, you don't want to paint nail polish black.
Yeah.
And
it has a glue residue on it, so it'll be sticky for a while and it'll pick stuff up.
Yeah, it's just kind of an unfortunate.
If you're in a pinch and you don't have a, because I know how it is, you don't have a way of ordering online, or your parents don't want you to order stuff offline if you're younger. I understand that. Joann's is a good, if you absolutely have to.
It's a good place to start.
But if you do have to do that, they have them there, like I said, $3-4. And all you have to do then is just nail polish them black after you bake. Don't do it before.
Or, I use paper clay, which is incredibly light when it dries. Like, it's heavier when you get it, of course. It's air dry. It dries just like baked clay. It's, it's cheap. It's cheap to get. It's kind of hard to find, though. I've only found one place in town that sells paper clay, and that was,
wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Michael's craft store. If you have one in your town. It's the only place I've been able to find it, which was kind of sucky, but whatever. It's really good stuff to use. Like, my Trezzy horns are lighter than her Solix horns. Actually, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's because mine are also, it's 4 horns.
Yeah, but
and they're fairly fat.
Yeah. But they're incredibly light. They're lighter than her Carcat horns, especially.
Yeah, that's the other thing about that is the fact that our horns don't have a. Also, one other thing. Okay, so for what I'm doing, for how I'm doing these, you'll want a metal headband, your Sculpey, or I guess you could use air dry. But for what I'm doing, I'm going to be using Sculpey. So you'll want that, and then you'll also want tinfoil. You don't need one this big.
Yeah, no, it doesn't take much. Like, this is actually the base that we did is actually made out of tinfoil with clay over it.
Tinfoil you can bake. Obviously, you use it in cooking. You can bake with the clay over it. It makes it lighter. It won't be a giant block of clay, which is what will make it even heavier. If you use tinfoil, you have a much better weighting. I will be using this to do the base shape of Gamzee's horns, and then go from there. So, a lot of what I do is, I'll wait till I'm done ripping this off. Oh, Nora's gonna join us.
Yes. Also, this video might be a little long because we are making horns, and that does take a while. And plus, we are going to discuss how Homestuck is around us.
Yes.
Not everything, because that's a long list that we don't want to get into.
We're thinking about having it be kind of. What do you say about that length?
Yeah, that's a good length.
Okay. If you're making them for somebody else, it's always good to have that person there. One, because you'll want to figure out where on their on the headband they need their horns for their head, because everybody's head is different. I learned that just with wigs alone. My Solix wig fits great on me, but our Dave, my sister, it's huge on. So you want to be very aware of that.
Yes, one size does not fit all.
Sometimes, not always.
Not always.
Unfortunately, I have a fairly fat head. Oh yeah. We got
also
Fago, guys.
Red pop. I had to get it. I was Gamzee at the time.
My Vriska couldn't resist the raspberry blueberry. It's delicious. Okay, let's see. Are you? Oh, you shit.
You can do. I don't want to play that. Hey,
you're full of my cord. You're gonna pull my laptop down. Are we good?
Yeah, so also we will be selling eventually horns, dragon canes,
Props
miniature scale mates.
Mates.
Also, I will be taking commissions for plushie scale mates, along with consorts and Lucii.
Okay, I'm gonna minimize the camera really quick so I can look up some pictures. Oh god, no. I can't type from this distance.
Mooney!
Mooney,
Come type in Gamzee horns.
Joey.
Oh my god!
Oh, shit. Oh, why don't I just do it on my computer?
Oh, what am I doing? Okay.
Because I am not smart today,
Derp, derp,
apparently.
derp.
So you
Okay.
can use my
I'm
phone
still
too.
Gamzee. This isn't working out.
Okay.
Oh
so
god, look
you
out
might
with
be
your
able
head.
to actually. Oh, okay, we're gonna go that way.
Yeah, you've already got your
We're
stuff
still
all
figuring
set
this
up.
out. We're sorry. Where is
Because we were so excited about, doing an awesome video for you guys because we love you.
Yeah, and actually headbands just came in. We just
we,
found them.
we just got home maybe like half an hour ago, and
we're like,
Nora
oh.
went and checked the mail, and ta-da!
They're there. It was glorious.
Oh,
I'm so happy for it.
Do you want that dramatic of a curve, or do you want them?
No, I want like a more subtle kind of curve. More like these, not so much those. So like these ones. Those ones are a good shape. Yes.
No, I was just thinking.
Come sit.
I will. Crawl under the table.
Crawl.
Crawl.
Crawl, Mooney. Crawl.
We love each other. I promise. But yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, it's not often that we actually get together and,
No, we
and
don't get
this
to.
kind of stuff because I live all the way across town.
And
And
then
then most of my money gets spent on, cosplay stuff, and I'm sure you know how that feels.
Oh Jesus.
So we don't really have that much money to get across town to try and visit each other, but we
especially
will.
since none of us drive.
Yes, and she works a lot.
I do.
I have no life.
I have a very busy social life.
I don't.
I'm a really big nerd, but I actually I have a really busy social life a lot of the time, and
I game.
so do I. I just don't sleep.
I work.
But we will be trying to make a lot of videos. We're gonna make music videos.
Yes, we have so
That's
many
gonna
plans.
be awesome. A lot of it
for
is
some
going to
awesome
be
stuff.
Scourge Sisters. Sad and Fluffy, Gamtab, Trezzy and Carcat. What was another one?
I think we had an idea for. I don't know what we had an idea for.
I don't know if we have an idea for Solik.
Oh, Erin and
She's
Solik.
gonna make.
Oh, we've got some Dave Sprite
Sprite.
work in the mix.
Yeah.
Eventually, that's gonna be for a while. It's gonna at least be until after KomoriCon.
Yeah, because right now
But
we're just
knowing
focused on our
me-
KomoriCon stuff.
Knowing me, I'll probably jump into it. I'll just suddenly
You're
they'll
just
come
gonna buy
over.
all the
I'll
stuff.
be like, guess what, guys? I made the Dave Sprite
And
costume.
it'll just be a moment of, Nora. She does this to us.
She does. But it's kind of funny because we also do it because this was last second. We didn't even think about really doing this until we sat down. We're like, oh, let's make her dragon cane. Also
Yeah.
with the video was not planned.
No, we
Spur
actually
of the moment.
we got into cosplay to get on Omegle, and as we're on Omegle, I kind of walk out and go to do something, and I'm in the kitchen, and I'm like, oh my god, no, we should totally do. I come back after getting my coffee, and I'm like, we should do a day in the life of video.
Because there actually is a garbage bucket.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
on
bucket from the video. That is a real
actually-
That's
thing.
why. we did
But
it.
yeah, the bucket's actually my garbage can for the kitchen.
It's
just
like a
sits on
mini
the
garbage
counter.
can. It just sits there.
Yeah.
I turned around, I was like,
Why is there
Okay.
a bucket?
right now, we could use that to
Oh,
start.
yeah.
How Homestuck ruined my life.
Buckets.
Buckets. You all know that feeling?
Do you feel that feeling that you're
it's-
feeling right now?
That disturbed sort of feeling.
Oh god.
I
That
should put something down so I don't get paint on the table. It's
I've
an
got
old table,
napkins.
and I don't want paint
go
on
get
the table.
just give her a parchment paper.
That's true.
That too.
Oh, parchment paper.
Parchment paper is amazing. I'm gonna
It's your
tear so it can
friend
be
when
loud.
crafting. Especially clay, because clay doesn't stick to it. Because it's for dough and
It's like
stuff.
cookies.
Yeah, it's like cookies. So if you're having problems with clay sticking to things, use parchment paper. So much red paint, man. Takes forever.
The good thing
I have to
about
Mod Podge this again because there's some cracks in our film, and then repaint over it again, and then go home and spray it with
And
acrylic.
cry a little bit.
And cry a little bit because I don't think much. We haven't really slept much. She's had work.
I had to come home
Ichi
sick
just
'cause
doesn't sleep.
I don't
She
sleep.
doesn't sleep. I have major insomnia most nights, and it's worse because I get excited thinking about the things we're going to do the next day, and it's a circle of horribleness. And it's unpleasant, let me tell you.
Ow! Oh, I just
Oh, we're
jabbed
still
myself with
doing
the scissors.
Homestuck in our lives.
So, but yeah, she she has the bucket. It's a real thing.
Real thing. It's always been there. It's before I got in Homestuck. It was there.
Yep.
It just became
So
disturbing.
you know, back then it was normal, and then you got into Homestuck,
And not
And
so
over
much
the video.
anymore. And now all I
and
think
now
is
it's disturbing. What's wrong?
now all I think of is
Oh yeah,
pants.
well go ahead and sit down.
No,
I'm
no.
just
I can.
no, I can scoot over.
Oh, but
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, I was really like in
Okay.
the middle. So.
Oh, it's because the cord. It's because you're on my cord.
Oh, whoops.
Mooney, shame.
It's all Mooney's fault. It's always
Oh,
Mooney's
I'm
fault.
blame
so
me.
sorry.
It's okay.
I wonder if we can
okay,
go
I
under the
still love
table
you.
and be maybe.
Oh,
better.
it's chipping off.
Here,
It's not
undo
good.
it and hand it here. I'm sorry, guys. We are so disorganized right
We
now.
really are.
Undo the
We've been out all day. We're kind of tired. It's like, it's about 9 o'clock at night. I mean, we usually go to bed at like 4.
4 in the morning.
7. But and like wake up at 10.
10.
Except
Let's
for
see.
me.
I went to bed.
Mooney
I
sleeps a
finally.
lot.
Yeah.
Sleep
Normally-
is my friend.
Normally I'll sleep for like 12 hours at
But-
a time.
But not like here because she has work in the mornings and then we get up and we do stuff and
Yeah. When I'm with friends, I'm
When
like,
it's
man, I'm
time.
having so much fun.
yeah. It's just like how it is at cons.
Yes.
You don't sleep and you don't eat.
sleep.
And you're
don't eat.
dehydrated and tired
And
and
it's
very
full of
angry when
everybody's
you go
real
home usually. That's how I feel.
I'm really big on sleep. Sleep is very important to me.
I can't sleep that much.
I could
so
sleep all day if given the chance.
Sleep is nice. Also cons. Homestuck ruined our lives because of cons, because of waking up at like the ass crack of dawn to apply paint.
All of it. And then not only just applying the paint, but powdering it so you're completely
Oh, my
sealed.
Gams! When I put on my Gamsy makeup yesterday, we use grease paint. It's better than
We use Maron grease
we
paint.
use Maron. It's more expensive than
Clown Antics.
yeah, it's
I'll
more
we'll
expensive
put a link
than
in the description.
what's it called?
Snazaroo.
Snazaroo.
But,
But
it's better
it's
quality.
waterproof.
And also better quality. It spreads easier.
It spreads easier.
looks
It's
better,
even. It's better. It's just
not blotchy.
if you can afford it, if you're going to a con and you can afford it, use grease paint. Maron, preferably. If there's a better one, we'll find out eventually.
There's Maron and then there's Ben Nye. Ben Nye is also a really good one. It's just getting the right colors. We have black and white that, well, at least I have a black and a white that I then mix myself.
Yeah,
so
that's
do
what
I.
we have. Is
Because
black and
you
white.
can get a more custom color that way.
Also, a little goes a long way.
Oh,
let me
yeah.
tell ya. And it doesn't come off that well. Actually, you just need a lot of baby oil. I probably still have gray. On right, I took a shower.
We were laying
Washed everything
in the
off,
grass, and all of a sudden Nora looks over. She's like, "You have gray in your hair." And it was right in her widow's peak.
It didn't really matter much because I was cosplaying Gamzee. But any other time, I've actually gone with to college with my ears gray and part of my neck gray still because it wouldn't come off after Cherry City Comic Con. So that was really unfortunate. You have to use
didn't
a lot
have
of
to.
baby oil, stock up on that stuff.
I'm gonna have to interrupt you for a second.
Yes.
Need you to fit.
Yes,
how you
okay,
want
I'm
them
going
and
to try
squish
this on.
Squish the
Mooney,
tin foil
will you
down
hold
so
the
that it
pencil?
stays in place. This is a bit different than I did it before. What I just did was made a basic form out of and you can squish down the bottoms
can't
of
see.
get more in if you can, and squish down the
But
bottoms.
it's like all crooked. I can't really. Okay, tell me like if it's even. Because like right here, I figure is a good placement.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, that's a good placement for
Okay,
it.
so.
Thank you.
And then I just take these and go like
This
Oh,
is
no,
kind of
it's
heavy
okay.
actually.
What I just did there was made a base.
We know what we're doing. We swear.
I swear I know what I'm doing. Put them back on.
Okay.
I need you to actually squish the tinfoil down where you want them.
Okay, this is wet, so be careful.
Okay.
I'm just gonna scooch it under, don't get it on my face.
Don't get on my hands.
Okay.
So they're about there. So I need you to just basically try and get it to where it'll stay on.
I'm trying not to you can press down, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't have a headache.
Yet.
I'm used to contacts, it's fine.
Okay.
Contact
it's
sports.
it's not gonna stay.
It's not gonna say.
I know what I can do.
Don't get it in my hair, please.
I won't get that.
Well, I still need to wash my hair. I have a lot of hairspray in my hair from Gamzee.
Oh god. You want to talk about a lot of hairspray in your hair?
Oh yeah,
She's got hairspray and taffy, so
Yeah, but it stayed. Her Homestuck tab looks pretty cute. In fact, if her hair wasn't like a reddish brown, it'd be perfect. I'm so glad they don't have the problem of wearing wigs with Terezi and Gamzee.
Oh, that's right. When you cut the
I do
style
need a
with tab
haircut.
roasting.
I do need take an inch or two off, but
Whoop,
besides
there we
that,
go.
it's fine. You can't see the length of my hair.
And now
Oh,
what I'm
that's
gonna do
gross,
is
but,
just
like,
cover this in in clay. I'm gonna tilt the camera down so you can see what the heck
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Wait.
Nora.
What?
Who fixed the computer?
You were
I
fixing
didn't
the
tilt it. The tilt was the same.
Okay, and take this
There
back,
we go.
and
Okay. Now we just have fun.
a lot of painting to do. And more coats. Yeah. So also for this, like I said, tinfoil, different types of clay are really good to have on hand.
Also, Mod Podge and wood filler.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, definitely get wood filler.
The clay that we use cracks because it shrinks.
The
Those-
Crayola air
The
dry.
Crayola air dry. We actually, Mooney and I just had gotten it last time I was here, because we just wanted something quick to help do her Tabros horns. Did we show those?
No.
I don't think we have actually, and
Okay.
they're right here on the table.
Oh
Actually, how to make Tabros horns is really cool. We'll probably be doing a tutorial in the future about that. But
I'll probably
pool
remake
noodles.
them.
Pool noodles.
Pool noodles are your friend.
They are your friend.
Pool noodles and duct tape if you're doing any sort of nitrum horns.
Probably doing a different clay. We used the Crayola. Probably doing a different clay would have been better.
Yeah, the
Because they're actually pretty heavy, even though it has pool noodles and duct tape and stuff. But
yeah, the paper clay would have worked better than the kind that I got for this.
yeah,
Paper clay is nice and light, but yeah. This
Beginning of the Tabros horns, we just need to get them screwed onto a headband.
Yeah.
Because unlike the others, even if it was normal, even if it was this stuff, I would not bake it.
No.
Because one, I wouldn't have an oven big enough.
yeah, these are really large.
Nitrum horns are terrifying.
summoner horns. If you pool noodles to your friends.
See, it's the same length as from my elbow to my wrist, a little higher than my wrist. So.
But yeah, the clay that we have, the Crayola
terrifying.
kind, we don't suggest getting that stuff. It shrinks. It's heavy.
It shrinks, it cracks, it's heavy.
There's actually a lot of cracks in here. If you do get it, it is pretty. How much was it? It was pretty cheap, wasn't it?
It's Crayola, of course it's cheap.
$3-4.
Yeah, for a
For a nice
big
tub.
hold this for a second, please. For a tub about this big, we're actually using it to prop the computer on it now,
Yeah.
so I can't move it. But for a tub about this big, it's $5, and they're this thick.
I'm gonna be able to look at
if
it, see how
that's
many
what you
pounds it
need
is.
to get, it'll work. Just get wood glue to fill in the larger cracks, and then Mod Podge to put over it to fill in the small.
Mod Podge.
This is almost dipped in Mod Podge because of how much and wood glue because of how many cracks it had. It actually worked. It worked pretty well. I just
Yeah, for being two different kinds of clay, at first I was kind of worried, and then we did it, and
But you can't actually
even tell.
tell. Yeah, you can't tell where the seam is. It's actually really good. Ichi did a really good job on it. Like I said, we will be selling these eventually.
yes, eventually,
Probably for around $35 a piece.
something like that, because I mean it's.
We might
it's
adjust
not
the
too
price
hard.
depending. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't actually have anything for sale. We will, but not yet. Eventually.
These are our
After
first
con.
test
Those
items.
those are the first
Yeah.
nitrum horns we've made. We will eventually probably remake
First
them.
cane.
First cane.
First cane, first Gamzee horns. A lot of firsts of everything. First little mini mini Scale-Mate charm. I can't hold up the camera because I'm so far away.
Here, I'll do it.
That will actually be Pyrospite when I'm done.
It's gonna be Pyrospite when she's done. She actually had to. We started painting it, and the paint was really old.
We didn't realize how old the white acrylic was, so I had to Mod Podge it twice.
Yeah, he got Mod Podge twice. Now we have new acrylics, so we can fix him up.
I will paint him again, and we have red now. We didn't have red at the time.
I'm sad because he's gonna be really thick with Mod Podge, but he's gonna be durable.
But yes, but we're gonna make more of those better.
Yeah.
This time around.
Ow.
Like I said, it's a first for everything we've done, and everything's turned out pretty dang well. So once we like get the hang of all of this and that kind of stuff, we'll be selling these. Yes, we will.
You don't really often see.
No, nitro horns are
Nitro
hard
horns.
to make, and I like the way you paint them.
Thank you.
With the little stripes, if you can
Yeah, you
see
got
it in the
the-
camera.
Let's see. Little stripies. Like in the comic.
We're artsy. Bitches love art.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should like tag our videos.
We should
for
tag our videos. It's
profanity.
GMZ. It has GMZ in some of these videos. There's going to be lots of cussing, especially me. I cuss like a sailor. I'm trying to tone it down for this video. But there will be a lot of F-bombs probably eventually, especially if I screw up.
I don't often cuss. The
She
first
doesn't
time,
cuss.
the first time I've really cussed very much was when I did the car cat.
Yes,
It's
our
true.
video that we just put
we
up
brought
this
out
weekend.
her inner car cat.
It was
hilarious.
I was kind of scared.
It was funny because before the scene where Trezzy kicks down the door and wakes Carcat up, actually, yeah, it's like our favorite part. We right as we were getting ready to start that, we were like, okay, think about this. He doesn't sleep very often. And all this stuff. He's angry, and Trezzy's coming in and someone's coming in and yelling at you to wake up for some stupid reason, and one take, it took her a while before she could actually stop laughing.
I was gritting
and
too
grinning.
much.
But like that take started, and the entire time I'm like, oh no, she's gonna start cracking up laughing, and we're gonna have to start over, and there's gonna be so many takes where it was only one point that we actually had to do a retake.
Yeah, there was only
that was
one
reading
part.
the Twilight book.
She just got
That was
tongue-tied reading Twilight because it
I
was
was like,
so great. It's such
what a
amazing book.
romantic book.
Yeah, she got tongue-tied, so we had to, that's the only retake we actually
And I
had to
kind of
do.
made it sound like lesbian stuff.
It did sound like a lesbian novel.
It did at that point I picked.
What's a lesbian? I don't know. Yeah, it was actually pretty great. I liked not having to do retakes, just because that took a lot of time, and her camera
was dying.
I don't know where my charger
She doesn't know where the charger is.
We have to buy a new camera.
Also, the reason why we didn't do a day in the life of video because there's one bar out of like 4 or 5. Three bars. I'm always wrong about that. No, I got paint on this. Fuck.
Well,
and there's the
there's the F-bomb.
I need to wash this cord. It's like it has clay all over it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wash it anyways.
Also, as a finish for paint, I use acrylic spray. It's like in a paint spray can.
For the horns, we did Mod Podge.
Mod
for the
Podge.
horns.
Either one works. I prefer the spray because it doesn't get clumpy and it goes on an even coat, and it actually makes things pretty shiny. So if you use it, I suggest using that. Mod Podge works, and Mod Podge which actually it works for fillers. The acrylic spray wouldn't, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's what I use if you can afford both.
I like the way that the Mod Podge comes off on the horns because it kind of gives it a more, ridged look.
Yeah.
It gives it more texture.
Yeah.
Mod Podge would probably be better for horns if you want something flat and not like that. Like if like this, you'd probably want to use acrylic spray.
Back to the horns for a second. Basically, what I'm doing now is just covering them in a fairly not a bunch of clay, but enough that it gives it its right shape and form and everything, and it'll be sturdy. And that's what you do all the way up the horn.
Just use a little bit of water. Some of that if you need to.
I don't think.
Sculpey won't need it.
No, Sculpey doesn't really need it.
But there is clay, like the air dry
clay. The air dry clay.
You need water to
Smooth
it out.
Yeah, otherwise it's just like regular clay. If your hands are dry, it'll just get stuck to you.
Yeah.
I had some kind of inappropriate moments while working on those. I was working on that last night while we were on Omegle, Vriska was fixing Terezi's cane. And Carcat was
And Carcat was
Get down.
tired.
tired, very tired.
I shouldn't even be
There we go.
doing that yet. Okay.
Set
Um,
these down.
I started
Sculpey is
Sculpey's really interesting because the stuff never dries out until after you bake
so
it.
you can leave it out forever and it won't dry.
I mean, this
It'll
has
stay
been
the
out
same.
all night, over 24 hours now, and it comes off in these little sections. So you get it in a box, and it comes off in sections that are kind of like this, and they've got ridges, so you can pull them apart individually and use a little bit. And basically, when you get it, sorry, we've got dog issues.
Beagles, man.
It's good. Basically, when you get it, what you'll want to do is take it and kind of knead it in your hands because it is hard. It's actually quite hard. I actually was doing this yesterday when we were starting on her cane, and I just gripped it like this, and my knuckles popped. That was interesting. But then as you work with it more, it actually gets softer and softer and softer. And that can be a problem sometimes, especially when you're doing bigger horns. I actually had a problem with it when I was doing my Vriska horns because I didn't have a base for the hook portion or for the actual Y shape. I just made those separate and then put them on.
Hot glue.
I did the clay. I just didn't do the mold out of the tin foil. She likes her squeaky toys. So this is obviously going to be a long video.
Longer than we expected.
Just because making horns takes a long time.
And we like talking.
And we do like talking, and
I like to hear myself sometimes.
I do too, and I feel like
Hi, Carcat.
I feel like some of the information we're like giving out is good information. I don't know if people already know this. My cosplay group is actually this, pretty much what you see.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we have one more member, but
she won't be appearing as often.
she won't get to appear as often because she's going off to college.
Yeah, we all go to college here.
We all go to
so-
college here, but she's going to OSU.
Which
Dave,
is
Dave is going to OSU. Beavers. I don't care one way or the other, but
It's orange like Dave's Sprite.
it's orange like Dave's Sprite. That's all you care about. It's orange.
It's
And
orange
Dirk.
and like Dave's Sprite. Also, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm just gonna say this before.
Yeah.
We will be doing sprites.
Yeah.
I will be Tavra Sprite.
I will be Dave's Sprite.
Aerosol Sprite.
And we're gonna make videos of the life of the sprites. It's going to be
Oh, that's a
awful.
perfect title actually. The
It'll
Life
be
of the
the
Sprites.
life of the sprites, and it will be sad, and
Mostly because two of them are depressing as all heck.
and like self-destructive.
We don't have the only bit of the cosplays we have so far is
It's actually the
the tights that
yeah that
Yeah.
Nora
we
showed
made
you.
into gloves. So that's a little bit farther away, but saying expect that in one of our videos. I'm excited for it. Eventually, I need to get that wig.
That's gonna be fun to style.
The Tavra Sprite wig, man.
Oh, we have plenty of headbands to make them.
Oh yes, I'm not worried about.
No, EG. You don't need to do that tonight.
She wants to do it tonight.
I can make Aaron's horns. Sorry.
We're very ambitious when it comes to crafting. We've been
Yeah.
doing this for
I might steal some of your
a
headbands.
while.
Oh, that's fine.
Actually, because we've been making about this and then the little
Even
things
before
and-
Homestuck, I've always been really crafty. My dad
I
was really
make
crafty.
things out of nothing, and if they don't turn out, I just scrap them and try again.
I love to sew.
I never really got into sewing, but my dad used to make masks, like the old, not quite Harlequin. Oh yeah, they were
Like masquerade masks?
Yeah, they were like
Harlequin.
masquerade masks, but they were out of plaster. The ones you'll see at like stores that are like decorations to hang on a wall, and it's like a full face mask that has the different like painted stuff and feathers and stuff like that. He used to do stuff like that, and we'd have plaster and all that stuff everywhere at the house. And then my dad paints, So I got introduced into art really young in life, and it's been kind of therapeutic for me. So that's one of the things I love about Homestuck and doing cosplay is that I can do that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's good to work with your hands, and the great thing about it is that sometimes you do it so much, and you just keep getting better. And I'm proud of the stuff that I make now. I mean I've always been into mostly drawing, and it's drawing people portraits actually, and I like to think I'm pretty good at what I do, but I was never really into like making things. And once I started, because of cosplay, not just Homestuck, I was cosplaying before that, but because of cosplay in general, I am proud of the stuff I can make.
I will say this much, I mean, I never made like some serious props. I was always terrified that it would end up horribly. It took me about a month before I finally, more than that, because I got them at the beginning of term-ish. I ordered my nylons for my arm socks around beginning of winter term, I think, so or spring term. So that was like February,
Something like that.
and I got them about halfway through February, and I didn't actually make my first set of arm socks until last week. And it took me, even on the day, it took me a couple hours before I was like, okay, no, I'll do this, because I was so afraid of working on it. I've always been like that.
That's even doing my Gamzee pants is how I felt.
It's like I don't want to mess it up.
Because they're great cargo pants, and I really like them. But
You just gotta do it.
you just gotta you just gotta do it, because if you don't, it'll never get done. And even if it turns out like shit, you tried, and you can only get better.
Yep.
That's kind of how it is for everything that we've made, pretty much. I mean, some of the stuff has turned out pretty good because we've had practice, but
my Vriska glasses here. I bought a $10 pair of aviators from Claire's. I hate going into Claire's most of the time, but you know what? For aviators, it's pretty damn good. And I looked online for cheap ones, and I was so afraid that they weren't going to be big enough, that they were going to be too flimsy. So I got these, and they were brown lenses. And I looked at them and I was like, okay, I don't need to worry about that because I'm going to be painting one lens and popping the other one out. I got home, sat down, and was looking at the glasses, and I was just like, how am I going to do this? Am I going to be able to pop it out? And I tried for about, good 20 minutes to pop one of the lenses out, and it wouldn't pop out. And I got so frustrated, I didn't want to break it. So what I did is I just kind of sat there, and I put them down, and I went back to what I was doing, picked them up, and I happened to press the opposite direction. It popped right out. And then I just went about, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to test this. And I used the extra lens to test, because I knew that paint usually just just peeled right off of shiny surfaces. So what I did was I took a pair of scissors, and I just used the blade edge here, and I'm not going to actually do it, and just scraped it, and gave it texture. You could use sandpaper or whatever. I just happened to have scissors at the time. And I did that and painted onto it, and it's great. I mean, I need to do a little cover or something to give them shine, but because it's a matte paint. But it turned out really awesome. And that was actually the very first prop I ever made. Was my Vriska glasses.
Yeah. Not to say that you can't buy your stuff. You can make it yourself. I tried 3 times to make my Trezzy glasses because I wanted to make them. I wanted them to be unique. I didn't feel like buying them online. It was awful. Let me just say that much. It was incredibly awful trying to make them. They're so hard to make. If you can make them,
all the more power to you.
All the more power to you. That is awesome.
Tell us in the comments if you can, and we will seriously tell other people to go to you if you do commissions.
We'll send them to you. I actually bought these ones that actually turned out to be really cool Trezzy glasses. It came in this small vampire kit with a little mini top hat and choker that I wear because that's the clothes I wear on a normal basis. But
our little goth girl.
It was the little goth girl. So if you want to buy them, it's You can. It's not to say you have to make them. I feel like making a lot of stuff is more fun. Like, we're gonna, like, Eridan's, harpoon gun we're gonna make, and this, and...
I even will admit, I tried making, you were there when I tried making my Solix glasses.
Oh, it was
a disaster.
The hot glue does not work on glasses, let me tell you.
I bought a pair of cheapo, off Amazon, 3D glasses that were the red and blue lenses, but they were, thick frames. They were like sunglasses that had red and blue in them. And, you know, they were okay for a start of Solix, but I always wanted something different because I was like, no, that's not the kind of glasses I want for him. I want frameless. Well, I took the lenses out and I bought a pair of frameless reading glasses at Walmart. And I got impatient because I wanted them on so bad. What I did was I was going to, instead of getting a drill or something, I was going to try and find some way of attaching them. Well, that didn't work. We tried super glue. No. We tried hot glue. No.
They kept falling apart while we were on Omegle, actually.
Yeah, we got on Omegle, and as we're talking, my glasses just pop and fall off. And Solix was not happy.
That was actually not that long ago, and all of our cosplays were actually not that great. Her old wig was the most horrible
It was
wig I've ever
horrendous.
seen.
You'll see it if you watch our carousel video.
It's
It
bad.
was horrible.
It was not a good wig. I didn't even have most of my stuff at the time. I didn't have anything at the time.
No, because you hadn't even really gotten into Homestuck at that
I
point.
was just starting to get into Homestuck. I didn't know.
I hadn't like, no, you gotta do this.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten into the trolls yet, and they dressed me up in John, and it was not good. I did not.
She made such an awesome John.
Um,
There was a lot of the.
I did not have the personality of John. I cannot be John.
No, you did pretty well. You went with more of the fandom. Well, not quite fandom, but the stereotypical John, because you kept saying, but I'm not a homosexual. That was like your mantra.
My Dave was incredibly sexual at the time.
Oh god, she makes
That
a
was
good
fun.
Dave.
Yeah, you did an awesome Davey. My
Good
sister,
car cat.
pretty good car cat. My sister let you use the Dave, and I don't remember who she was when she did that.
I don't remember either. We had to go.
We kind of did a switch.
Yeah, we kept switching
Let's
outfits.
turn into this character.
Boom!
No paint. We didn't paint ourselves because of that reason.
We didn't have the paint.
We didn't have the paint at the time.
Oh yeah, we did it, but it was the oh god.
Other kind of paradise.
It was
Don't use that.
it was a mineral powder that, you know, if you'd gotten the mix right, it probably would have been fine, but it ran if you cried. It was a mineral powder that you could apply with some water, and it was so dark.
Yeah, unfortunately, as a Homestuck, you will waste a lot of money buying things that you hope are good, but aren't there, but are shit, unfortunately. Unless you actually, like, I haven't really watched any, I've watched a couple tutorials. I've watched, like, a Gamzee face paint tutorial, which was, it was good. I prefer my own way of doing it, but...
You'll always find your way of doing things. Always.
Yeah. Watch tutorials to, you know, take advice and go, okay, well, yeah, and adapt it to you. That's what you've got to do. That's, I mean, when I started doing the horns, I watched Artful Impersonator's horn tutorial. I was like, okay, well, that's what I'll do then. And they did one for Aradia horns, and I was like, you know, I like that idea, using the tinfoil to do to do the form and then put the stuff over it. And here I am doing Gamzee horns.
Yeah, and also, like, I watched that, but I don't do the same. Like, I use paper clay and wire.
Yeah.
I don't use tinfoil. She used pool
Noodles and tape.
and tape and lots of duct tape. It took a long time.
It was lovely. It turned out well.
Those are just
I
the
like
clay,
it.
but so yeah, it just depends. Like, we all make our stuff differently.
And we're all in the same group.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it just depends on what you want to do, what you think is best.
Don't ever let somebody tell you that you're wrong. And I know there will be times where some of us will be like, I don't really like that idea. and we'll disagree with each other, but we know that, I mean, that's not us, that's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I would do it this way, but you want to do it a different way.
You do it
That's
that
okay.
way. Yeah.
yeah.
That's fine.
I mean, the most of the reason why we're doing the Gamzee horns like this is because it's what we have right now.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We don't have paper clay. We couldn't find it. We were actually at Joann's
Not
instead of
quite
mine.
done yet, but you'll have it.
It'll also lighten.
Oh, it's nice. Okay.
And then
That
of
is a
course,
really, really nice weight. Those will not be heavy at all. And they'll be durable. Okay. That's cool.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we couldn't find the paper clay. Like I said, it's really hard to find.
Yeah,
So
it
we
was
just-
all Sculpey.
We just used Sculpey that Ichi already had on hand.
Yeah, I need to buy more.
We have 2 types of clay, bunch of different paints, wire. There's a lot of stuff on this table actually.
As much as I know it's a good thing we didn't buy any, but I kind of wish we had bought more Sculpey
Yeah.
for all the horns that we want to do, because
We'll eventually
I've got
get
like
more.
half a container left.
It's okay, we'll get more.
We're
Really buy some
probably
next
going
week.
to actually end up doing all the troll horns at some point.
A
So
couple
we'll-
pairs of each.
A couple pairs of each, and selling some. So we'll need a lot of clay, depending on what kind of clay we want to use for which ones. Yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous. We will actually maybe eventually have all of the troll cosplays.
Puppy.
That's a lot of work. Plus the alpha and beta humans, and actually some alpha trolls. Did we discuss this? Which one was which?
We decided we were gonna do some of the trolls. Like, I know you want to do Matuna.
I would do Matuna. We all
Yeah.
want to do Cankry. We'll
We all want to
eventually-
do Cankry. We're all 3 gonna be Cankry at some point. We're gonna do a
We're
video.
all going to talk in character as Cankry at some point. It's going
That
to
should be
be
fun. My next troll cosplay I want to do, really bad, Cronus.
Yeah, she wants to do Cronus. I want to do Latula at some point.
I also want to do
Cankry,
Matuna.
Damara. We might end up doing, like I said, all of the trolls.
We're gonna have
and beta.
multiples of all the trolls.
Yeah.
And then
Because I want to
sprites,
do Latula
and
also.
it's- So we're gonna have a lot more cosplays. Right now we only have 7.
we only
We
have
only
seven.
have
Only 7.
in a group
We
of 4.
We didn't start doing the cosplay until February.
Me, it was later. January was when I started.
January? Wait, it's February.
Oh, February. No.
Oh,
It was February.
no,
March.
January. What,
February?
December.
February was when my hive burnt down,
Yeah. The snow was before that.
and the snow was
it's
before
sad.
that. So yeah, I still have to get that video off my hard drive. I haven't been home yet, so I can't get it. But yeah, because then the snow was before that.
That was in December.
Because that was in December. So, yeah, we started doing cosplay in December, and that was when we had... At the time, you didn't even have your floofy Carcat. You
No,
had
I
it,
had
but
it.
you hadn't used it.
No.
You were using your Sebastian wig
Yes.
at the time.
My Sebastian wig.
As far as cosplay in general, we've been going for quite a while.
Lots of cosplay.
But
But
yeah,
Homestuck,
I've been cosplaying
Since
for
2009
years.
for at least me.
2000. I think 2010 for me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No.
2008 was me.
No. No, 2000. Wait, it's 2014. For 4 years. No, it's been 2009, I think. So
Okay.
I've been cosplaying for about 5 years.
I started
me and
2008. Yep.
5 years for 6.
I'm new to the group.
We've actually known each other for 5 years, and we actually started cosplaying.
No, we've known it. What, hasn't it was only 5 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's only.
Wow, it's only been 5 years. What?
Also,
you say
we'll-
only, but we're really close. So.
We'll there's gonna be a couple guests in videos, I'm sure. A specific guest actually who will be she's not really into Homestuck, she only likes one character. And it's hilarious which character she loves. She loves Dirk. My
And which
best friend who I've known for about 10 years. She's probably
Oh.
watching this and glaring at me through her computer. But Koyu might be a Dirk for a video or two.
And when she does that, I will be Jake. I will be Jake.
I wouldn't
Bush.
mind being
Oh, dear God.
Dirk either, though.
2 Dirks and a Jake.
That sounds like a horrible joke.
That sounds like a horrible beginning to a smut fan fiction, is
That
what it
too.
sounds like.
2 Dirks and a Jake.
2 Dirks and a Jake walk into the forest.
That may or may not happen. I don't know, but when she comes as Dirk, I will probably be Jake. I
Um,
have to work a bit on my cosplay still. I need to get my thigh holsters.
Of course, she will not be having the triangular glasses. She'll actually be having Oakleys because that is what we like for the realistic glasses. At least her and I do.
I like.
You might want to
Twinkies.
explain what Oakleys are because some people
Oakleys,
don't know.
they're a pair of sunglasses. God, I'm trying to think of how to describe them. They basically, if you ever watch, here we go. Okay, Day in the Life of Dirk, and I'm gonna name drop here and suggest you go watch the video because it's really fun. Day in the Life of Dirk and Jake, by Artful Impersonators.
Another name drop.
Um,
Seriously, they're really good
they're
cosplay.
really good and they're really inspiring. But the glasses that Dirk is wearing are, if I remember correctly, are Oakleys, or at least Oakley-like. If anything, we can put a description or a link in the description
And
to
you can look them up.
an image and be like, these are Oakleys. They're just a glasses that kind of go like this and go around. They're very similar to Dirk's glasses. They just don't go up.
They're not as pointy.
Yeah, I like both, but for a more realistic, just Dirk.
guys, and I will Mod Podge
Or do you want to wait and do another coat because it looks like you missed a couple spots?
Yeah,
and it's
okay.
thin at the top.
Yeah, I'll do another coat actually. That sounds good. I just kind of stopped letting it dry.
Yep.
Guys, can you know it? Where is it?
Then I mean, you know, like we said before, everyone's opinions are different, and
Yeah, like-
nobody's is wrong.
Do what you want.
Do what you want.
Only her jackass is your opinion wrong.
Oh, okay.
I will say that much because of the cosplay stuff, I've been kind of
Yeah.
beat down a lot. So not like physically, but
Yet.
yet I have
I have
to
horrible
be
feelings. I have horrible feelings that
beaten the
people are
shit
gonna.
out of. I doubt it because
I doubt it because
I'm not a violent person, but I can't fight. So and people
Like,
are afraid of
too
me.
much for a girl who's 5'3"
Yeah,
and can't open doors.
People are generally afraid of me because of the way I dress, and they find me intimidating apparently. So I don't really have much worry for that. It's
You
just
end
when
up
I'm in
with my fingerprints.
cosplay, I feel like people are going to
Judge.
bodily injure me. Sometimes we live in Salem. I live in the ghetto. Bloods and Crips.
Yeah, that is. I used to live over in Bloods and Crips area over in Northeast.
Yeah, I can't wear my red bandana around town, well, around my neighborhood. So that's how bad it is. We get SWAT there sometimes, and they close down my street.
For me, people think that I'm the person
Her
to
little
talk to.
hair, Mooney. It's glorious. You can't see it that well, but it's bad.
She messed with her mohawk.
I know, it's just kind
Or
of
faux hawk, I guess.
sad looking.
Technically it is a faux hawk because you don't have shades, but it's close enough.
Close enough.
It looks awesome.
Anyway, your neighborhood?
But yeah, well, not just my neighborhood. It's just people think that I'm the person to ask directions. I am directionally challenged, and everyone's
She
like,
can't find
so
her way out of a wet paper bag.
Yeah, me and her both have terrible directions when we're alone trying to find some place. It is the worst possible thing.
We get out of Joanne's
It's
today,
saddening.
and without missing a beat, Nora's over here. That's this street, right? And points right dead ahead of us, and I'm sitting here going,
That's
no,
not right.
no, it's over that way. And it's like, the street she mentioned is the main street. It's not like a side street or anything. It's the main street.
I'm just as terrible. I don't know. It's bad, and people make fun of me for it all the time.
Trying to find the
for
readout
that.
for her.
Yeah, us trying to find the place to get Fago. It took a.
we know
took a
where
minute.
it is.
We know where it is.
We've
we
been
just
there
couldn't
multiple times.
Find how to.
Well,
get
now I
to
know
where it
exactly
is.
where it is, so now it just means
Yeah, it's sad. Only one place in
Easy
town
either.
sells Fago. Two places in town that sell Fago.
What's the other place?
It's like this gas station.
Of course it's a gas station.
It's like a Shell. Yeah, it's like a Shell gas station by the Armory, I think. Cause remember those con people were talking about it that we met.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Have Have we told them our ages? Because
No, probably not. Hey guys, I'm almost 20.
I will be 19 in 2 months.
I'll be 25 in October.
We're adult cosplayers.
Yeah,
I'm
adults
an
Which is why you
lady.
say if you can afford it, because she has a job. We get financial aid. I'm gonna get a job. So if you can afford it, get the good stuff. If you can't, that's fine. But
Yeah.
If you got rich
I
parents,
know
be like,
that.
mommy, I want this.
buy me this. I wish I could do that to my mom.
Yeah.
Mom, buy me this.
Are you
No.
kidding? I don't even won't even help me pay my medical bills. That's because I'm an adult and I gotta do it myself.
Yep.
I'm gonna be 25.
That sucks. And it's kind of awkward being in the Homestuck fandom sometimes
Because there's so many 12-year-olds.
And behind the face paint, it's hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
Even right now, like we went on.
Yeah, we don't look our ages. We
No.
look much
Everyone's like,
younger.
oh, you look like you're 15. I'm almost 20.
We actually, Nora and I met a Nepeta, who I just call her Nepeta because she also cosplays as John. And I actually met her as John the first time on Omegle.
Oh yeah.
And, but,
I was trying to think, which one is it?
and she was the one who was adorable John in a dress.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Is it cross-dressing now?
It was so cute! Oh my god, it was adorable. But, no, we were talking, and
Watch that.
she didn't tell me how old she was, and we started talking, and she asked how old I was, and I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna be 20, I'm 24. And she's like, oh, no, and now she teases me that I'm a pedo, and I'm just like, no, I'm not.
It's kind of hard being an older age in a fandom with a lot of younger people, I would say. Not that it's all bad, I mean,
It's not all bad.
it's
No,
It's
it's
just,
not.
it's generally, it's fine. I feel kind of awkward sometimes hanging around like 13-year-olds.
I'm used to it, but that's only
Like,
because I have a younger
18.
sister.
Yeah, she's a younger sister.
Who's 18.
Yeah.
now.
So it feels kind of awkward sometimes,
That and
unfortunately.
I have a personality sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm motherly and weird.
She's secretly a Jade blood.
I don't know. What did Molly do?
She destroyed a mirror with her teeth.
Oh my god.
So Mooney's Beagle destroyed a mirror with her teeth, and now you know our pain. We have to put up all of our cosplay stuff in fear of coming back like in 5 minutes and it being torn to shreds.
We have to like either push out completely the chairs or push them in completely.
She has grabbed my cane, chewed on it, grabbed our glasses, both
No,
of our
okay,
glasses.
okay. So one of the nights, actually the first day I met you,
Oh,
we
the
were
teeth.
making
Oh.
troll teeth, and Nora had just finished her Carcat teeth.
They were
They were perfect.
They were wonderful.
All of a sudden, she has them on her knee. We're talking, and the dog just and takes off, and we're chasing her
She
around
knows.
the house.
She knows when she has something she's not supposed to, and she books it.
She's a Satan dog.
She almost swallowed the darn thing.
Yeah, and they were serrated.
Also, another time I was here, she actually swallowed a chicken bone whole.
Oh yeah, it was horrible. Well, it wasn't just a chicken bone.
She
It was
did
an
that
entire
when I was
wing.
here,
It was
too.
an entire
Because
chicken
it was a
wing.
Halloween party. My friend had her plate in her lap with her hot wing on it, and all of a sudden, she has like sound, and we look down, and the dog has taken it, and we can't even react because it's already down her throat and in her stomach.
It was
horrible.
It was I don't understand how.
If
she
you have a
did it.
beagle, you have my sympathies.
Oh, she's so wonderfully cute though, but she's so evil.
That's actually why Ichi and I have been here for so long, is because Mooney's parents are out and we can't leave the demon dog here alone.
The demon dog.
So we've actually been dog sitting when Mooney's at work.
Dog sitting consists of, shut up. Okay, I'll play with you.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut
I'll
up.
play with you. Be quiet. Stop barking at the neighbors.
Stop.
What are you doing?
Go outside for hours.
Go outside and pee.
Work on cosplay.
Crossplay. Go outside and
And then I don't know if you guys have heard the noises beagles make when they get on their the scent of an animal. but it's like a child screaming
It's
repeatedly.
horrifying. It's horrifying.
And
This is what cosplay friends are for.
Yes.
Fixing my mistakes. You can. It doesn't matter if it's on the metal. I'm gonna end up scratching that up and painting it red too.
Are you gonna paint that part red?
I'm gonna paint it red down to about like right here, and then paint
And
this
then
part black.
black.
And then leave that red, and then paint that part white and that part black. Eventually when I get home, because I don't have anything to oh, you have sandpaper.
Yeah, we have sandpaper.
Oh, I can scratch it up and paint it. Yes, I'm actually get
well,
this
it's
whole thing
sticking
done.
on here pretty well already.
Yeah,
it'll
but
chip
it'll chip off
Even with the
afterwards.
acrylic paint, it probably won't.
Gamzee's
Boy.
happy.
I'm incredibly happy. I have been. Seriously, when I the first horns I attempted to make were Gamzee horns, and eventually I just stopped because I ran out of clay. So there's
And then
that.
she met me.
And then now she's
Well,
making
and then
them
we got to hang out more. Cause we had met at the time. We just had to go to hang out.
Yeah, we can hang out. Oh, okay. So, we also keep on getting off track of how Homestuck ruined our lives.
Right. So the buckets.
Buckets up. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I actually made one yesterday, and I was I didn't know how to feel
They're
about
sitting
that.
there, and all of a sudden she's like, "I want to bite out of that." Nora's over there. And she goes, "I want to bite out of that ship," and I was just like, "Oh no."
Most delicious ship in the world.
I don't ship it, but I like peanut butter and honey sandwiches better.
PBJ is actually my OTP. It's like a top of my OTP list.
Mine too.
That's also, it's kind of hilarious because we are going to Homestuck as PBJ.
Yeah. Which we still have to. I still have to try.
We
it
actually just bought the stuff, most of the stuff for. I need to put stuff on the polka dots on my pants and work on the blazer a bit. But now I have
She
my
got
shirt back.
a striped shirt,
I got an indigo and purple striped shirt and an
Here, I'll
indigo
go
and
grab it.
purple checkered tie.
tie.
And then I'm gonna have polka dots. I'm gonna have polka dotted
So
bow gloves.
many different.
I'm going
types
to
of
give
patterns.
everybody a headache. It's gonna be fun. I want a top hat, but unfortunately, those are expensive.
Let's see what we have in the magical bag of magic.
We're poor.
Oh, this is for Carcat.
That is Carcat's
This is
vest.
for Carcat.
He would have a bow tie.
Yes, a red bow tie and some
You
red
have a bow tie?
suspenders.
Oh my god,
Suspenders, man.
that's
This is for my
I was excited when I saw
Tavros.
that.
It's like
It's
perfect.
brown. It's
brown
You
and
can't,
there's the bag.
I don't know if you can tell. It's actually lighter than it is in
yeah,
the
you
camera.
can't see it very well in the camera, but this is brown.
And it's kind of sparkly.
It's got a little bit of sparkle on it.
It has mini sparkly stripes.
Pretty cute.
It's cute.
Just hanging down here.
Just random slacks.
These are my slacks for the characters, so it doesn't really matter.
Man.
My shirt that I'm going to use for both Carcat and Tavros because it's easier to just buy one than buying two because I'm poor. Here we have
My Gamzee shirt. I will hold that up to the camera. Can you hold this?
Yeah, that
It is a glorious shirt. I'm
And your
excited.
tie.
Oh, if you can see it. Gamzee shirt.
and matching tie.
And my glorious, glorious tie.
Not matching tie.
Okay,
Not match-
exactly.
It's the same
matching.
colors.
It's the same
I was so
purple.
happy when I found that.
You haven't just
It was
glanced
the same.
down and saw it.
Yeah, I
Amazing.
saw it on a rack. We actually got all this stuff from Goodwill.
Yay, Goodwill.
Most cosplayers know Goodwill is your friend.
Yes,
That's
where I get
where
most of my stuff.
I got
from.
this.
That's
Seriously,
she got that.
$5.
It's where I got most of my cosplay stuff from. Well, most of this shirt was Goodwill. I actually finished it myself and I cut off the sleeves. My pants were Goodwill. I made them put polka dots on them. Goodwill is your friend when it comes to cosplay.
It's amusing because I actually hadn't planned on getting any rifle. I actually was looking for a toy sword to embellish on for Vriska because we're doing Scourge Sisters, but they didn't have any. So now I get to go to Dollar Tree and try and find one there.
Yeah, and eventually also you will see us making Trezzy's swords. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we don't even know how we're
we
gonna
don't know
do
how
it
we're gonna do it yet. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be an awfully long process. It will probably turn out like shit the first time or second time as well. But eventually I will have those done. Probably not by con.
No. And when we're talking about con, for any of those in the West Coast area, we're talking about KomoriCon up in this year it's Vancouver. We'll be there this year.
I think it's 4 days long. We're gonna be there 5, I think.
Fun.
We're gonna be
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna be there 5 days.
And it's a 4-day long.
It's a 4 day long con. It's gonna be great. It's actually pretty big. It's the one. I think it's like. I pre-regged, so I got my ticket for like $35.
I got mine for $45.
At the con, I think they're 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty spendy.
So,
right
yeah.
now they're 50, I think.
Yeah. The only reason, usually they only get up to like 45 or 50, but they add an extra day, so they're more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was actually still 35 because I ordered it in I registered in December, and it's actually not until the end of August. Like the very end. It's like goes from August into September.
It's Labor Day weekend?
Yeah, Labor Day weekend.
So that's the convention we're talking about. We actually have a bit of time left to finish what we need to.
We've got like 3 months.
But we don't.
Like, Costa.
But we've already spent so much money on cosplay. We won't have much to actually add much more to our cosplays. So my swords will not be done, unfortunately.
Not until
I'm hoping I can find. They should be done by Cherry City though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Cherry City's in like a year.
Yeah. Well, they're talking about doing Cherry City twice a year.
Oh.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That'd be nice. We actually just got a Comic-Con here in Salem.
Our first con.
There's one in Portland every year.
There's a few of them in Portland.
A few of them in Portland. They're really big generally. So this was actually the first Cherry City Comic-Con, and that's when we talk about the con. The stuff that we did earlier for the con, that was Cherry City.
That was them. I didn't get to go.
She didn't get to go.
I could have, but I didn't.
We actually wasn't Equius at the time, and we met a lot of other Homestucks, which were pretty young, but it was cool.
Most of them were young.
Babby Homestuck.
Little Homestuck.
I didn't I was Trezzy, and she was Carcat.
Yeah.
And
we were the only Terezi and Carcat there.
we were the only Trezzy,
And
Equius, and
Equius,
Carcat.
yeah.
Who were all the other characters there?
There was quite a few Gamzees.
There was quite a few Gamzees,
course.
but that's because Gamzee's awesome, but I'm biased.
There was Dave's and John's.
Of course.
There was a Trickster Jane.
Oh my gosh, there was a
Trickster
Trickster Jane. That's awesome.
I didn't get to get her picture. I had seen her once walking by, and unfortunately, I hadn't seen her again. There's a couple of others, like we said, a lot of Gamzees. There's Tunapettas. It was pretty fun. It was small. It was very small. Hopefully, next
It will
year
only
be
grow.
bigger. Also, the city we live in is more like a town, and it's pretty much a retirement town.
No.
It's not a retirement
It's
town.
huge. Salem is actually pretty big because we've got northeast, south, southeast,
It just isn't like
and-
Portland.
and west. It's just not like Portland. And then we've got Kaiser right
Well, for the
next to it.
capital.
For a capital, it's fairly small.
Also, there's like nothing to do here for people our age, like stuck in that in between of like
This
kid
is-
and adult.
Well,
Or you know, adult but doesn't want to go to a bar and drink.
Yeah, she's not a drinker.
Oh, I'm not a drinker. I just don't want to go to a bar. Well, I only drink with friends.
I can't
Not
drink
in bars.
it.
She doesn't drink. I do it occasionally, even though whatever. So yeah, there's not much to do here, unfortunately.
There's a trampoline park.
There's a trampoline park that I've been to twice. It's like a whole bunch of trampolines.
First 10
indoor.
minutes, you're dying afterwards.
It gets sweaty. There's like an 18+ like dance club. It's awful. There's like really
God, the one
unsafe, really unsafe stripper poles and go-go cages.
Isn't that the one that's over there downtown?
They
It's in
moved
the,
it.
Oh, that's right, they moved it. It used to be in the Liberty Plaza downstairs.
It's been about like 5 different 18+ clubs, and each one gets shut down. Probably because
Used to have
unsafe stripper poles.
We used to have a rave.
I know there's a rave
In Northeast Salem, over there on Portland Road, but that got shut down.
There's one in
I I've never been to an actual rave.
There's one that I used to go to. Like I went to once. I didn't used to. I went to once. It's in Washington. It's actually around the Vancouver area, I think.
Yeah, no,
it
we
is
just have
pretty
one here
big.
in Salem that got shut down because of drug use.
Yeah, so unfun stuff. I was really surprised when they actually did a Cherry City Comic Con. It wasn't well known because we had only found out like a week or so beforehand, and that's because I was on a fandom page of some sort, and somebody who happened to live in Salem said something about it. So I actually told her.
I knew about it because of I follow Tony's Kingdom of Comics,
Yeah.
and they are sponsored.
So it wasn't well known, and going around in cosplay, let me tell you, was hilarious.
Oh god, yeah, you get like when you go to big cons that are in hotels, everyone is around in costume. But when you go to a small con that's at a fairgrounds,
People
there's
think you're
nowhere
crazy.
near any stores. You want to go and buy something.
For some reason, we got
People
flipped off for like
yeah.
no reason.
Well, doesn't help that our Equius was staring out the car window at people with a creepy grin.
He made a really good Equius
He
there.
did.
He's not part of our cosplay group, but
No.
And I'm not talking to him at the moment.
there is a feud going on
Yes.
between Carcat and Equius right now. But that's not the story we're talking about.
God, and she.
Huh? No, she was doing John and stuff.
Oh, she was doing John. I thought
Yeah.
we were talking about possibly having her do that.
Oh, no, that was
talking
me.
Oh, you, yeah.
I was if
Okay.
we were still on good terms with Equius, I would have been in Nepeta. I might still be in Nepeta. It depends on.
I could be Equius.
I need a fresh towel.
I need a fresh towel.
Also, being a small person, like 5'2" or 5'3", and like weighing only like 115, kinda is shitty sometimes for cosplays. Like I could look at this Equius, I'd be so tough and manly.
Still totally do it. She could still totally do it.
If I wanted to, I
She'd
would
rock
still
it.
totally be an Equius, but I don't want to be an Equius. He's creepy. I mean, I like him. I like all the trolls, but Equius is creepy. And plus,
If you're an Equius, don't worry, we don't judge.
we don't judge. Like if you're an Equius, that's a really hard cosplay to pull off. So more power to you. You're Bark Beast. Freaking out.
Another way that Homestuck has ruined my life.
Bark
Bark
Beast.
Bark Beast, Meow Beast, Hoof Beast, all the terminology.
Yeah.
Load gaper.
Yeah, load gaper. Also, poker. I was a big fan of Texas Hold'em. Now every time I see a suit, it's bad.
Just playing cards in general. Solitaire or something. I look down and go, ah!
Except like Cards Against Homestuck. That's fun.
We gotta do that again.
We do. You can actually play Cards Against Homestuck online.
Cards Against Humanity online.
There's
They
a
have
category.
a Cards Against Homestuck.
They have a Doctor Who.
They have a Doctor Who.
For you bronies, Pegasisters, none of us are in that fandom, but they do have a Cards Against Equinity. Equinity set. They have Casual Gamer, and just all around awesome.
Furry
Furry, yeah,
glasses, furry ones.
Furry Dog Sodomy Pack is actually what it's called.
It
It's
scares me.
freaking hilarious.
It's funny.
It makes for really amusing
It
games.
is Cards Against Humanity, so you probably, if you're not perverted, or you take offense to things really easily, and if you're kinky, don't play it. Don't play it.
Cankry, come play with us, please.
Yes, if you're kinky,
If you're
comment, and we will make a game, because you can make individual games, and we will play Cards Against Homestuck with you, because that would be so funny.
Have Cankry and Carcat.
We actually had 3 card packs.
We had
three
three
card
cards
cards.
at once.
3 card cards at once, and Solix got a headache. It was horrible.
It was me and her both as Carcat and another Carcat.
I was a future car cat, and there was another car cat.
And it was a clusterfuck. It was so funny. Yeah, that was great. So yeah, if you want to do that, just look up Cards Against Humanity online. It should be. It's called. It's on a site called Pretend You're Zigzy. I don't even know if that's pronounced right. It's like with an X. It's weird. But yeah, if you want to play that, it's great.
Like me.
I don't know if I don't know if that's considered a name drop, but there you have it.
It's a website. It's a good fun thing.
Yeah, just for some fun.
My
There you
Fago is
go.
empty.
Oh, I have most of mine left, which is surprising. I'm also not supposed to have that much sugar.
Yeah, don't drink all of that.
Yeah, I
And
can't.
insulin.
I'm diabetic, so that's a lot of sugar.
That's depressing for our Gamzee.
That's a diabetic Gamzee.
Oh, that hurts. Diabetic Gamzee hurts.
We had almost a full pack of Sour Patch Kids in the movie theaters, so I guess. Okay, they don't drink that much. There you go.
I'll go release the beast.
Can you wash this out so it doesn't like dry and
Yes.
ruin your brush? 'Cause I've done that before.
Ah!
There's a wall there.
So stuff Homestuck has ruined, like we said. Animal terminology.
Another thing, I always used to have, like, I would always hear people say the term nook and cranny.
Oh.
Anytime, or nook, like the nook tablet, or anything like that, or a small space. Anytime someone says nook now, I just
Cringe.
Cringe.
I cringe, and I curve that one way more.
Oh. Oh dear. I actually like the curve on that better.
You like the curve on that better? Okay.
Yeah, Nook it's ruined. I had a whole bunch of them in my head and I can't remember. Aviators. Every time I see a pair of aviators, it's just Dave.
Funny thing about that actually. She was sleeping the other day while we were working on the cane, and I got Hot Pocket, and we had a Hot Pocket. This is what we've been living off of the past couple days.
Yeah, just junk food.
On the sleeve for the Hot Pockets, there's supposed to be like a sunshine or something, and there's a little Hot Pocket that has aviators on it, and it's all in red. And I looked at it, and I just kind of went, no.
Well, it said something about being cool or something on it too, and I was just.
I don't even remember what it says, but I'm
I
just
don't-
like,
yeah.
why? It's
Actually, like I said about the suits thing, I have a teddy bear that you can actually see me cuddling with as Terezi, and it's completely red, and he has a black spade on his stomach, and we have dubbed him Carples the Hate Bear, which Carcat will be carrying around at con. It will be
if
cute.
he's not, you'll probably be carrying around the Carcat scale maybe.
Yeah, I'm like I said, saying making scale mates. I'm making Dave one for our Briska. I mean John one for our Briska.
I heard John when you said Dave.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna
I don't
make a Carcat one to actually get to her eventually.
And you're gonna have
I actually got all the stuff to make it today, so hopefully that will be done soon and I can show off.
I've got another one for the ways
Uh-oh.
Homestuck has ruined my life.
Uh-oh.
It is you know when you see people and you're like, that person can pull off that character. So, no, it's you see people and you're like, that's John.
Or that looks exactly like Aaron.
She looks like Terezi. I was like, I got in Homestuck and I'm like, my friend here, she looks like Terezi. Let's get her into Homestuck.
That's exactly the reason they got me into Homestuck, so I could be their Terezi.
Well, not only that,
Plus you
there's
love it.
also,
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
there's, you have a bit of a story like that about a person who looks like a character.
Okay, so as we've said before, we go to college, and one of my classes, the first day I walked in, I was kind of disturbed because my teacher, my professor actually, looked like an adult Eridan. He had on a suit, and his shirt was silk violet. And his hair was done like Eridan's, he had the glasses, it looked like an adult Eridan without the gray and the horns. And I spent much of the term staring at him
That would
creepily
give me so many story
because
ideas.
he looked like Eridan and I was wigging out about it.
So many fanfic
Plus he
ideas.
was kind of pompous sometimes, so he teaches philosophy.
Of course it was confident.
Well, he's pretty cool most of the time. That class is
It's like Eridan now.
I don't even think I passed that class. Hard class. You think philosophy's easy? That's not.
Let's see. Now, I was getting fabric for my Doctor Who costume, and I was getting it cut out and stuff, and the guy that was doing the fabric, he looked exactly like John, and I was like, I didn't say it, because that'd be weird, but he's like, oh, what are you making? And sounded like John, looked like John, basically he was John. He might not have known it, but he was John.
Yeah, people need to wear just like honorary nerd badges, just so you know that this other person is a nerd.
I can talk to you because you're a nerd.
I can talk to you because we are into the same thing and we are
Yeah.
equally geeky.
That's my issue. I have this issue where I'm afraid to talk about anything with anybody because I'm like, they're gonna find me annoying.
Or weird. Just like the fandoms you're in, they're like, what?
That was actually how
What's a super hulock?
That's kind of how I was like when you would come and sit with us at the school. I was like, I know she's into this kind of stuff, but I just know that I'm so overly excitable sometimes. I am dubbed a puppy by our group.
I'm a pigeon. I coo.
She does coo. And purrs. She makes a lot of weird noises.
But
But it's cute.
but no.
It could be.
I'm just
The
the
pigeon.
weird goth girl.
If you're around us enough, you'll end up getting an animal
Yeah.
nickname type thing.
Your image in someone's phone will then become an animal.
That's
My image
disturbing.
in one of our friends' phones is a very plumy pigeon, and
A
it's
very
all
beautiful.
it's gorgeous.
You could be a
I'm like,
peacock.
that is
It's
me.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Oh, my pastor chum just went off. Nobody messaged me. I'm just saying you were idle.
So it's got yours idol.
I literally have 2 people on my pastor chum, and it's these 2.
Yay.
I get
You'll
so
have 3, but that'll be once I get my new my
once you
troll.
need troll handle.
It just always scares me when I'm on and someone pesters me, and I'm like, I don't know who you are.
I don't. Random
I've had-
pesters are kind of really awkward.
Because a lot of them are RPing, and I'm just like, I'm just on here to talk to my friends.
Whereas me, I get on there because most of my talking to my friends happens on AIM or something called GameVox or something called Clerk.
Gamebox fucks up my computer. It doesn't like me.
Skype doesn't like you, Gamebox doesn't like
Yeah,
you.
the only thing I can't use is Pastor Chum and Facebook and Tumblr.
All the time.
All Tumblr.
All the time.
But so my Pester Chum I do mostly for roleplay, and I'm always on there as Solix. Because Solix was my first favorite character. And I used to get pestered while I was sleeping. So I wouldn't get the message until the next morning, and I'd message them back, and it'd be somebody else who were like, "Sorry, whoever pestered you is offline now, and I'm on it." And I'm just like,
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about Pastor Chum is that you can
Sad.
lose your tag.
I don't know.
We will also post our Pastor Chums in the description.
Well,
So I'm gonna post mine. So if you want to message,
I better check on what she's doing.
the Bark Beast is probably breaking things again. More mirrors. 70 is bad luck.
She's destroying the spritzer.
Oh! Okay, so
Yeah, the spritzer's destroyed.
Mooney has this little spray bottle that when her Bark Beast is being bad, she will spray her.
She
Not
killed-
so much anymore. Show the people. Show the good people.
She chewed up the nozzle.
That's a
Does it still
smart
work?
beagle.
Don't spray it that direction. There's a laptop over there.
It does not. It's pitiful. It does not work.
It like dribbles out the front. It's
you
so
need
sad.
a new spritzer bottle.
Yeah. Good thing it was 97 cents.
Wasn't even a butt.
What an evil dog. This is what we've been dog sitting for the past week. Is Satan.
You are
Your
wrong.
Gamsey horns are
You are so.
Oh, I'm excited to bake them and it'll be sweet.
I can't wait until Mom and Dad get home.
Another thing that Homestuck has ruined is my wallet.
It's so true.
It hurts
No,
how
if not
true that
Homestuck,
is.
it would have been other things.
Okay,
This is true. If it-
Cosplay ruined my wallet.
Cosplay
Yes,
ruined
cosplay
my wallet.
ruined my wallet.
But Homestuck has so many characters to cosplay.
Yeah, right now our main cosplay is Homestuck. Eventually me and her will
I'm
Actually,
doing these boys.
I'm doing Nightcrawler from X-Men Evolution.
We got the.
He's a freaking adorable. We got got paint. Blue paint. That's
green.
green.
This might be spoiling.
I don't know where my
Where's
blue
the
one
blue
is.
one
It's
go?
it's stacked there with those.
No, that's just green.
It should have been. I put it there.
Molly, no. Go. You're not touching my cane.
She wants to eat it.
She's not eating my cane.
There it is.
I have blue.
The blue.
Nightcrawler blue.
Blue
That's
and
kind of
green.
risk of blue.
That's more like risk of blue. I can darken it. We have.
Oh, it's
it's
pretty
also
good.
grease.
It's
No, it's
actually
perfect.
really good.
Yeah, it's also grease paint. So yeah, we will actually be doing Nightcrawler and Beast Boy.
Because they'd be awesome friends.
I will eventually do Raven from Teen Titans.
I do not know who I'd be from either of those.
We will also be doing Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to be Aaron.
I'm gonna be Mikasa.
I'm gonna be Levi.
And she's gonna be Levi.
And that one we actually might have another person because Koyu loves Attack on Titan.
So does our friend Jessica.
And
Yeah,
she just wants to make the cloak. The green Survey Corps
Yeah.
cloak. She wants that.
So we will eventually be doing those and maybe posting those videos on here. Probably not the ones like we'll be doing tutorials and stuff. Probably not day in the life of ones, and probably not.
Oh, they would.
They would be. I don't
Oh,
know.
goodness.
I don't know about
We'll
that.
find out when
We'll find
cross
out.
that road.
That's actually
bridge.
that won't be until AfterCon. A lot of this won't be until
Definitely.
AfterCon
My goodness.
because that would be
In the coming
expensive.
Years-ish type thing.
Yeah. Hopefully by Cherry City, I will
It'd be
have
awesome
my
to
Mikasa
do-
one done.
It would be awesome to do a walk-on cosplay and win money.
Yes.
Money to fund more cosplay.
Unfortunately, a lot of our stuff isn't handmade. Like my shirt obviously isn't handmade, or my pants. I just, ironed on the patches and painted it, so that couldn't really count. The cane could, but we don't have enough handmade things to do walk-ons. Unfortunately, I wish we did.
Well, lock my door. Oh, it's locked.
Our Attack on Titan stuff will probably be mostly handmade. Depending on how expensive the stuff is, I will probably handmake my stuff.
I'm gonna hand-make my stuff, especially that cloak.
Yeah, I will handmake the cloak.
I want that
It'll
cloak.
fit right and be custom. It'll be awesome. Another cosplay that I have in the works isn't so much it could be. It is cosplay, but not so much this kind of stuff. It's actually a Snow White cosplay. She has which princess did you have?
Cinderella.
She has Cinderella. Our other friend has Tiana. So those will also eventually be done.
Oh, another one we're doing with a bunch of friends is the Tinkerbell Fairy.
I will be the Pirate Fairy.
I don't know it. No, I know it. I'm going to be Silver Mist.
Silver Mist. I keep on forgetting their names. I'm bad with names. But yeah, we will be doing the Tinkerbell Fairies. It will be awesome. So it's not just Homestuck. Homestuck's our main cosplay as of now. But we will be doing other things.
Yes.
He's just over here in the corner being angry at that.
She can't get my horns right, unfortunately, right now.
Do you want?
Ah! Was it that startling?
Yes.
I see you.
Oh! I just totally jabbed it with my nail.
We will also be swapping cosplays sometimes because I will want to do a Vriska one eventually. And a cat. I can't see.
Vriska's fun. I love doing Vriska.
And I will also be doing a car cat and a Dave eventually also to help the videos so we have more characters.
Yeah.
And none of us are the same sizes, so we can't wear each other's clothes, unfortunately.
You guys can share better than I can. with either of you.
I've
She
tried.
can take mine, but you're itty bitty, so I might.
I
stretch
can't
out
take
your
unless I
clothes.
want like car cat sleeves too, like right here because she's way taller than I am.
5'5.5".
And then
Five,
there's me,
like
who we
two,
just don't.
three.
We just don't talk about that.
We don't talk about it. It's short. But yeah, so we can't really swap our clothes, so we will actually be doing other Homestuck cosplays for each other. And I was
Resi much?
I did her face yesterday.
So it's payback.
We were actually on Omegle.
I leaned over and licked her face.
And it was like.
I was also licking my cane before I got Mod
Oh, no.
Podged.
Oh, no.
and it tasted like nothing. That clay tastes like nothing, just to let you know.
Um,
In case it's important information for any. What?
Look at the horns. Oh dear. I know what I need to do. I need to do this.
We're good at this,
differently.
we swear. We know how to art. It's fine. It's fine. I seriously have so much bagel left.
Oh no, I am sleepy.
No.
No, you're staying awake. It's only like 10. You're fine. That's fine. Stay
We're
awake
an hour and a half into this video, guys.
We are.
I
and
hope
my
you
God.
enjoy that. If any of you are watching it still, probably not.
If
Who
you're
wants
still
to-
watching this,
I hope
we're not bored.
we're entertaining
well,
to you.
if they're still watching, then we must be. Either that or they're waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen that's really important. It's just us making our things
And talking.
and
Because we like
talking.
to talk.
we do like to talk. We like to hear our voices.
If I'm alone though, you probably won't see very many videos from me on my own channel because I'm really awkward and I feel like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, once I do the scale mates, I will be making more videos. I might make a couple random ones here and there, either in cosplay or out, depending on.
We have a
You will
Sharpie or
probably
something.
actually see how I look like every day, which is
Sharpie.
not like this.
Sharpie.
I promise you.
I'll find a Sharpie.
I feel like I'm driving
If there's like a silver one, that'd be awesome.
I don't know. My sister has Sharpies.
I'm trying to have her get a Sharpie so that I can have you Sharpie mark, or we can Sharpie mark where we need to do the
horns take a long time.
horns.
We've been making these horns for an hour and a half.
Well, it's not as bad as the cane.
Multiple
Not as bad as the
Sharpies.
cane. The cane took like 5
Be right back.
hours. That's not including how long it took to dry overnight.
Why are you on the table?
Unfortunately. Now it's all red. And I'm happy about it. I just need to Mod Podge it again, but I'm really lazy. I'll probably let it sit overnight and then go home and paint it. Again. There's a lot of painting. And I wasted acrylic paint because I used too much on the palette.
That's why I just use the cap.
I usually, oh, it's so wet. I thought it was dry and rubbery. Oh, hey, Gamsey.
Well, yeah, you're looking at the end.
That was creepy. Oh, also, I will be doing eventually a tutorial on Sober Gamzee, and I will be making Tavros's head out of a wig head. To let you know. I will be making Tav's head. It will be hilarious. I will eventually...
Sorry.
I will eventually do more of like Nepeta and Equius, and probably make a video out of Mooney's tired and probably disturbed by this. I will be making Nepeta and Equius and their heads too, the corpse heads, and probably doing a video out of that. I may or may not do the Paradox space.
I
comic.
think that would be hilarious.
I'll probably end up doing this Paradox space
You need
comic.
a bow tie.
If you've seen it, it's hilarious. It
And
just,
it makes
if
me
not,
sad
you need to
inside.
watch
it makes me sad and happy because it's PBJ and sad.
It's
because
canon.
It's Sober Gamzee.
Well, we could have told you it was canon a while ago. He
Stop licking me! What are you doing?
I'm tired.
She's weird when she's tired.
Eh.
It's funny. If you lick me again, I will bite your face off. I will pull a Hannibal and bite your face off.
Oops. I rubbed my glasses across your flesh.
Good. I hope it smears.
It did.
Okay, now.
Anyway, I will probably be making a video that will take a while. I have to order the wig heads. And also I'm a procrastinator of the biggest kind. But it will be fun, and I'm excited to make all of those. I will do Sober Gamzee cosplay eventually. And probably with just Tab's head. And make out with it. Moody's not happy about that.
Makes me uncomfortable.
Makes her uncomfortable to make out with her face.
I
They're
find
dead.
it
My dead face.
hilarious. I find it hilarious.
It's gonna be great. So look for that. That's gonna be fun. That is another project. We have a lot of projects in the works right now. But another topic while you're sharpening.
Trying to see if any of these show up.
Let's see.
Homestuck stuff.
Homestuck. Let's see, what else?
How it ruined our lives.
What else? How else did it
I
ruin our
had a
lives?
really big list in my head and I
Now you
lost
can't
it
think of anything.
because I was thinking about it when I was going to sleep last night. and-
Colors.
Rainbows.
Colors.
Rainbows, everything in that. When I see like
Splatter-colored
splatter-colored, I just think of Gamzee
and sadness.
and sadness, like it hurts me inside. Actually trying to find a towel to cover that bucket in the video was difficult because the only one I could find was red, which was bad, and then it was difficult because I found like multicolored spotted ones. I found
A purple one. Aridin purple.
Aridin purple. I found a whole bunch of different ones that reminded me of them, and I couldn't do it, so I just grabbed the nearest one, which happened to be red. So yeah, colors, not so bad.
You see subtle things that make you think of Homestuck.
Yes.
Oh god, there was a commercial for a seafood place. I was sitting there happily watching TV, and it comes along, and it's like, fill a bucket with our seafood. And it kept showing buckets, and they're like, stuff your bucket full of our delicious seafood. And it was
Aridin, no.
just
Aridin,
buckets and
stop.
buckets. And I was
Aridin,
like, oh god,
please.
they kept saying
Ampora's
bucket,
name.
and I'm like,
Impora.
I feel
Violated.
violated.
It makes me sad inside.
It does.
Yeah, bucket things in general. There was this thing going around Tumblr, a picture of how full is your pail? And it was a kid's book about filling pails with happiness. If you haven't seen it, Google it, because it is hilarious.
We all need that book.
We all
And
need
there's
that book.
actually a series of, they're like Homestuck troll the kids, and they're like really young, like toddler, like
Oh, those are cute.
yeah. And there's actually one of Carcat. It's like, I'm awesome at filling buckets. I'll show you how good I am. And he starts like complimenting the Tarazi. It's funny.
That's so cute.
Grub. Just because I used to say grub as food, I now don't think of grub as food. So.
If you say you want some grub,
I want some grub that takes on a totally different
start
meaning.
crying.
Yeah.
Okay, report to me.
I find myself taking on Gamzee's personality. So yeah, taking on the personality of the character you are cosplaying is a really unfortunate part of being a big cosplayer. She slips into her Solix list sometimes.
Oh god, it's so bad.
She is internally Carcat when she's at work.
Oh, it's bad because I am a cashier, and some people are just horrible.
Customers can be really bad, and so in my head, Carcat is like screaming, and I'm just happy, smiling. How is your day today?
When
Even
she
if
like
they
wants
make
to
me
butcher
really
them with a
mad.
knife. Yeah, like I said, I find myself like being Gamzee, usually in the car when I'm staring off into space, and I become a very high juggalo. This isn't how it ruined me. It actually made things better. Clowns are much less scary to me.
Except for now, I'm terrified if I ever hear a honk.
Honks are different, but clowns are much less scary. My mom is terrified of them. I was never a big fan of clowns, and now I'm just like, Gamzee. And so, whenever it's fine now. I also want to cosplay Gamzee because I've always been into ICP. Judge me. Do it. It's fine. Yeah, I've always been a fan of ICP and stuff.
It was funny. We actually heard
So-
somebody playing. I don't think it was ICP.
It wasn't ICP. It was some rap, and I, as Gamzee, was dancing to it. Of course, it was in the car. It was nice. I've always kind of liked that music. Yes, goth girl listens to weird rap. It's fine. I don't listen to his country.
I like country.
Mooney likes
I like
country.
everything in some way or form. I
Mooney's
like
a weird one,
classical.
but we love her.
It's beautiful.
Classical.
Electrical's
Nice.
classical is even better.
Oh, I just like.
Another gouge. Ugh, that was weird hiccup burp thing. Trying to think of other ways Homestuck has ruined me.
Crabs.
Crabs. Any type of animal pertaining to any of the trolls.
Yeah. Look at that gif of that crab running from getting run over. It would be funny if we stuck Carcat's
Face on there
it.
and put oh shit underneath.
Please, somebody do that to that crab gif.
If you know what GIF we're talking about, if not, there was a GIF going around Tumblr of a crab that was backing up as a car was starting to pull towards it, and it finally got out of the way
Just before it got
just
run
before
over.
it got squished, and it was
Yeah, we just want to paste Carcat's face over that. I don't know how to do that, so
I'm not good at GIF. I don't know how to
I
GIF.
have no idea how to do that kind of stuff.
I don't even have any gifs.
GIF, however you say it.
GIF.
Jif is peanut butter man.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's GIF with a strong
GIF.
G sound.
GIF.
GIF. Like
Yeah, like Gamzee.
Gamzee's gifts.
Gamzee's gifts. I will make that a bit. No, I won't. It's just me holding up my laptop showing you all of my weird gifts that I don't
Look
have.
at this one.
Look at
guys.
this one.
Look
It's
at Tab.
Raver Gamzee. Look at this one. It's Tab. Twerking.
That's what I was in my mind actually.
Twerk and Tab. Well, I've watched that.
You say twerking and Homestuck, and actually my first thought was the GIF of GHB.
Twerking Grand High Blood is probably
got booty.
watching it is life changing. I will tell you that.
You will never look at him the same way again.
No, you won't. It is great.
I'm leaning way out
You
here.
are.
Hi,
Get in this
guys.
video, Ichi. I was gonna say something, I forgot what it was. I'm really retarded tonight. I'm sorry.
We're not retarded. We just
It's
it's been
tired.
Con weekend practically. We've been working on cosplay.
Yeah, that's kind of how it feels like it's con weekend because of so
We've
much
been
cosplay.
cosplaying all
Okay,
weekend.
so what we've been eating is mini pizzas and Hot Pockets and toaster strudels and coffee. That's what we've been living
Oh
off
God!
of. So
I
much
was
coffee.
Fangs and I have been living off of coffee.
She
I
Ruby
don't
doesn't
drink
drink coffee, but
We were
Ichi and I
gonna
have
make
been.
corn for dinner tonight, but we didn't.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
have
anybody
corn
wants
in
to.
the fridge and they didn't.
That'd
make
probably be the
corn is-
healthiest thing we've
corn is
ever
not-
eaten this weekend.
Not really, because it doesn't have any nutrients that you
Well, it's
actually
healthier than
absorb.
everything else.
It's healthier than Hot Pockets and
I
toaster
will
strudels and
admit
mini
that.
pizzas. 'Cause we ate lasagna. We ate a whole lasagna pan to ourselves one night.
So
It
delicious.
was
was, like,
so
this
good.
big.
It was.
You guys are making me hungry again. We actually the most nutritious thing we've had all weekend. The sushi we had today.
We
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
we had sushi
We
today.
had sushi
It was
today,
delicious.
and it was good.
Besides that, and I think I ate a Hot Pocket. I ate one Hot Pocket this morning, and that
Yeah.
sushi, and that's it. And I'm actually just realized I'm starving.
Yep. Actually, my stomach's a bit upset.
I have some sushi.
Or yeah, sushi.
Either
the-
that or because you
Sushi
might be
Fago.
hungry.
Yeah, and it's
Sometimes,
all the sugar from the
Yeah.
Fago,
yeah.
because that's like.
Plus, sugar and my
70
body
something.
don't agree.
Do we have anything that we can?
Yeah, do we have anything that's not
Green beans.
Like you're just staring at the camera.
I'm just.
Hi. Gamzee's out.
there.
Sorry, guys.
we have green beans.
Green beans, yes. That's the best thing to eat right now.
Green beans, peaches, pears.
So yeah, we've been pretty much living con life, but we're not in con, which is unfortunate.
Which actually probably eating more than we would at a con, because I forget to eat when I'm conning.
Yeah, you forget to eat and sleep
And drink water.
and drink water. Con people who go there all the time are probably really unhealthy. But that's kind of how we've been living, is just off of junk food and coffee and maybe the first night Ichi was here, we actually only got about maybe 3 hours of sleep.
And that was, I had already only gotten 4 hours
Yeah,
of
I'd
sleep
already
the night
gotten
before.
like about 4 hours of sleep because it was just me and Mooney.
And
but-
all of us stayed up playing Cards Against Humanity
Until it was daylight.
until it was daylight, and then Nora's like, I'm gonna go lay down and wake me up at 8 and I'll make bacon and eggs for breakfast. And about almost 8 o'clock rolls around, or about 7:40 rolls around, and Fang and I look at each other and we're just like, fuck this, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. And then
I woke up at 11. I'm like, oh, how restful! I can't believe I woke up before 8.
No.
This is so nice. I
And
walk
then
out.
she-
It's 11. I'm like,
And we're passed out on the couches.
like
yeah,
I look
we-
at them and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start making breakfast.
and then we all woke up and we didn't go back to sleep.
No, we didn't go back to sleep until about 4 or 5 o'clock the next morning.
Which is not good.
It's
for
like con life, man.
And then
she has work.
and then
That
Nora
was
came
pretty
home
shitty.
early from work.
Yeah,
Because she didn't get enough
was-
sleep and she didn't eat
sleep
enough
and
and
she
she
didn't
got
eat
sick at
yeah,
work.
it was bad.
Don't do it, guys.
So yeah, so when you're doing
Remember
this
to
kind of stuff,
eat
be
and
healthy. Eat and drink.
And
And
sleep.
shower.
Showers also
Because
important.
yeah, you need to shower because
I have
nobody
to
wants to
shower
smell.
in the morning
smelly
to get
con
stuff out of my hair
people.
before I go to work.
Yeah, I'm going to shower tonight. No, because your parents are coming home late.
Yeah.
I'll shower tomorrow.
I'm gonna shower.
I have- Gross stuff in my
Or-
hair.
It's like, whoa,
get to co-use or
whoa.
something. She has the shampoo I need to use for
Yeah, so we haven't.
Now that the night's
Slept
over, I'm
much.
just gonna mess up my hair.
You don't want me doing that. I got clay on my hands.
You're
No.
gross. Yeah. Also, today was kind of awful because it was hot out. It was muggy.
It was so funny. So today it was like really, really hot, and then we got out of the movie. We went downtown, and it was like, oh hey, it's not so bad. We get downtown, and it starts sprinkling, and it's like, welcome to Oregon.
Also, it was kind of bad because I don't have big boobs, but I still need to flatten them down. And I had forgotten my bandeau thing that helps like keep the ladies flat. And instead, I forgot it and had to use saran wrap and duct tape.
It's better than using just the straight duct tape that you were talking about.
I was gonna use straight duct tape, but Mooney has saran wrap, so we did that and duct tape. And it was really hot, and it was really itchy and unpleasant.
I will say this much: I personally don't condone using just straight duct tape.
Yeah, don't do it.
Because you will tear off pieces of skin.
It's awful.
I've heard horror stories.
That's horrible. Don't do it.
Saran wrap, it's uncomfortable, it's sweaty. You don't want to do it for long periods of time because your skin can't breathe. But
If you don't have a binder, or
if you don't have a
big
binder
boobs,
and if you don't have big boobs, and binders don't really help much. I unfortunately cannot do that trick because mine are too big.
no, she has to use a binder. They both have to use a binder.
My binder isn't even all that good.
My
They're pretty much
binder's
small
comfortable.
everywhere.
Binder
So.
turns into one giant boob.
I kind of need a binder sometimes, and I'm just like, I'll just use my weird bandeau thing. I could do it because my cami t-shirt's pretty floppy, but yeah. So I did saran wrap and to make myself look like a man. I felt really uncomfortable going in the ladies' room.
Yeah, cause when I'm in my Tadros cosplay and I have my contacts and everything, I look like a 15-year-old boy.
And I look like a dude. I had to thicken up my eyebrows and like give myself a little fake 5 o'clock mustache. And yeah, we look like men.
And then there's me, Vriska.
And then there was Vriska, so it was kind of awkward. I had to like keep my head down and like,
It's like,
try
don't
not.
look at me.
Yeah, I was trying to like I don't want
Don't
to
look
be kicked
at
out
me.
of the girls' room and be like, well, that's.
Well, I'm
shitty.
really a girl.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
I
really
just look like a
female, I
15-year-old
promise you.
boy.
So yeah, I had to keep my head down so I didn't get kicked out. That was weird. That was a weird experience. It'd be different if that was con, because obviously you're gonna see like females dressed as men going into women's bathroom,
And
males
men dressed as
Females
females
going into men's bathrooms.
It's
Beautiful.
beautiful, but in everyday society, it's frowned upon.
Which
So.
is stupid.
They should just have the E for everyone bathrooms.
So, E for everyone. We're gonna E.
I've got the
I
family.
should change my pajamas soon. I'm too lazy.
Hi, John. So I started doing her the Bucky thing. Just being John.
My hair's poofy now.
My eyes trying to take out my contacts eventually. Like, I'm just too lazy to do anything right now.
Which one I don't want. That's Gamzee. Nah.
No.
I don't feel like taking off my makeup, so I'm gonna layer it.
Even
on.
in human stuff, we got a lot of stares. Probably because of me.
I don't know. I got stared down by a child because of my glasses.
Yes, I got stared at.
No, I didn't tell.
I got stared at a lot, as you can imagine. I'm sure my fucked up hair and smudged bottom eyeliner, which actually made me look more manly somehow, did not go over well with a lot of people.
Especially the elders.
Especially the elders, but it was a lot of children I was getting glares from, which is kind of hilarious. I'm used to it already because of the way I dress, but
I was
that
getting glares,
Gamzee.
but like a kid looked like he was scared of me. I kept getting kids who, like when we were at Goodwill, there were like kids who looked like they were terrified of me. Like I got stared at, and I just kind of looked at them, made eye contact, smiled, just kept going. Risk a smile to
yeah,
children.
and I don't have like an overly Gamzee voice, even when I try. So a feminine voice coming out of a male's mouth is
hilarious.
pretty sure it makes a lot of people uncomfortable.
I think it would more make them just kind of what?
Yeah.
Double take.
There wasn't really any. I didn't notice anyone staring at me, but I looked kind of normal-ish.
Yeah, and you're looking like a normal boy.
Normal boy.
Normal
Normal
boy.
15-year-old boy.
Normal 15-year-old boy.
The people were like, when I went to buy my bus pass,
Like a cute tag.
and I went to buy my bus pass, and I'm like, I need a 30-day bus pass. Like, oh, for youth? I'm like, no, an adult.
This is kind of the problem of being over 18 and looking young.
Yeah. That's
Striving.
Though I suppose it's good for the,
So it's good when we get older, and it's good actually to cosplay as a Homestuck sometimes.
because they're younger. They're
'Cause
younger characters.
I mean,
but it's like,
16
I'm
at some point.
old.
growing up sucks. Just don't do it. It's a trap.
I
Don't
miss
grow up.
being a child.
Go to Neverland.
Go to Neverland. Let's all go to Neverland.
Pupa.
Fly, Pupa, fly. This is dry. Sweet. It's dry. I need to Mod Podge it. That will not be done in this video. And then it will be.
We're almost at 2 hours.
Now we should probably cut it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have to make another video about making teeth.
Yeah.
If you find
There's gonna be 2 videos.
We can do that
Tonight.
tomorrow.
Will we be able to do it tomorrow?
Well, I don't have to go to work until like I'll have to leave like 1 some point. We're at 3:30, so I could leave at 2.
I don't know.
1:45, 2.
I don't know if we'll have time to do it tomorrow.
I have to see if Cody wants me to come over or not.
I'm too lazy. I don't want to do anything.
Well, you don't have to make the teeth. Each and out make the teeth. If she's willing. Are you willing?
I don't mind.
Alright, so we're gonna have 2 videos for you. This really long one, and then probably a much shorter one about making troll teeth.
Well, wait, no, I don't have glue.
But we can
We
really
could
use
try
the hot
using
glue
the hot
to
glue.
see if
Okay.
it'll we can spread it thin and see if it'll work. We don't have super glue.
We
We're gonna
do
try
need
to use
a
hot glue.
hot hair dryer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will see you guys
In the next video.
Night. Night.
Night.